Hello. Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Welcome back to our today's Sembang Santai session. First of all, we would like to thank you guys because still tuning in our Sembang Santai session every week. We really appreciate you guys knowing that you guys are really interested in knowledge sharing, giving us the energy to keep doing the sharing session. So before we jump to our topics today, boleh bahkan kalau saya minta tolong dulu untuk tekan tu share button, mana tahu ada rakan-rakan kita yang berminat dengan topik kita hari ini, bolehlah dorang join sekali. So, as for today's Sebang Santai topic, which is breaking into tech, a career in data science, we will talk about basically about the world of data science, and maybe we'll touch a bit about data collection, and what we will get from the raw data. So, memandangkan tetamu kita hari ini kita jemput daripada Malaysia Airlines, mungkin kita boleh berkongsi sedikit sebanyak berkaitan dengan data collection dan Malaysian Airlines. Sebelum kita mula, let me introduce our guest first. So for our guest, her name is Najwa Shafei and currently work as manager at Digital Analytics in Malaysian Airlines. Also, beliau sudah berada dalam bidang data science ni lebih kurang 5 tahun saya rasa. So orang kampung bilang kira orang lama lah dalam bidang ni. So tanpa kita membuang masa, marilah kita jemput tetamu spesial kita hari ini.
Hi, hello
Hi.
everyone. Hi Lukman.
Hi Najwa,
Thank
how are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me for this session.
Yeah. And I hope kita dapat share banyak benda lah pasal data science ni.
Yeah, hopefully this session will be benefiting to everyone lah, yeah.
Okay.
Especially to those yang baru nak berjinak in data science industry.
Alright, okay. So before we go deep inside about our topic, mungkin Cik Najwa boleh share serba sedikit pasal latar belakang Cik Najwa, mungkin a little bit of your education backgrounds and career. And seperti yang saya sedia maklum, Cik Najwa time degree, Cik Najwa ambil jurusan biotech, and bila sambung ke master, Cik Najwa switch to data science. So mungkin Cik Najwa boleh share a little bit kenapa from biotech to data science.
Yeah, betul. Okay, yeah, that's correct. Betul. I started off my education background with biotech, especially in biology in New Zealand. And then after I came back to Malaysia, I started working in research university, doing research on cancer. Tapi after a while, I found that staying in lab is not really suitable with my personality lah, orang kata kan. Then at that time I received a job offer from Malaysia Airlines to join their revenue team. So basically what revenue team does is kita come up with all the pricing pricing for flight tickets, everything, the numbers that you are seeing on the website tu, flight ticket punya harga tu is basically set up by revenue department. And then after staying there for 3 years, sebab my daily job was involved with analysing data kan, mostly pricing data lah. And then after 3 years, I found that macam there is a lot more that I can do with all this data, because back then I was dealing with Excel only. So it's very limited if we were to use Excel. And then after 3 years, I pursue my master's degree, specifically in data science. And then I went to UK for 1.5 years to do my master's. And then when I came back, I was offered a job as a data scientist at Intel, supporting factory production. And then, so mainly dekat Intel tu, I was involved with factory punya data lah, especially on machine punya signal data. So we need to come up with insight based on the machine data so that we can plan our resources better in the future. And then lepas tu, after a while, I received another offer from Malaysia Airlines. At that time, Malaysia Airlines baru nak set up their own digital team. So I was among the pioneer lah to go to digital team at Malaysia Airlines. So since 2017, I was with Malaysia Airlines lagi sekali, and then until now lah, sampai sekarang lah kat sana. So that's a little bit about myself lah.
Okay,
How
and yeah, so dekat Malaysia ni saya kurang pastilah about the scope pekerjaan di data science. So kalau di Malaysia ni Cik Najwa rasakan kalau di Malaysia ni data science ni is more vast ke dia punya scope pekerjaan. Maksudnya at any field pun data science ni boleh masuk like medical, business, educational ke.
Yes, betul. Data science ni it can be applied for me. My personal experience lah. For data science, we can apply this knowledge into all kind of industry which involve data. Which basically all industries requires data, can be it from healthcare, medical, banking, airlines, telco, just to name a few lah kan. So basically, uh, even apa yang kita buat daily pun we get a lot of data kan, data signal, especially when we are on social media, on internet. As long as we are connected to internet, there are a lot of data that can be mounted and can be analyzed. So to me personally, I think data science ni can be applied to basically all industries lah.
Oh, okay, okay. So, Cik Najwa, mungkin sebelum kita like go through deep to pasal data science ni, mungkin Cik Najwa boleh ceritakan sedikit pasal what actually data science, like the involvement of data science in our daily life. Why data science ni like orang cakap very important, kira very important career jugalah dekat dunia sekarang ni.
Okay, kenapa data science is important? Sebab our daily life is always connected with internet kan, macam saya cakap tadi, as long as we are connected to internet ke apa, there is always data to be mounted. So tak kira lah in any industries pun kita mesti guna internet kan, macam even when we log into our Facebook pun, Facebook will collect our data kan. And apa lagi in airlines we have a lot of data, especially in terms of customer, because we have like almost 40 million of customer traveling with us every year. So dengan through data science punya application, we can produce insight, and especially in my job scope, we can know our customer better. So if we know our customer better, we can serve you better. Let's say for example, if I know Lukman, macam I want to make it Lukman happy when Lukman comes to my house. So of course I have to know what is Lukman punya liking kan. If I were to know you like nasi biryani ke apa, then I can buat nasi biryani when you come to my house. So it's kind of to get to know to your customer or your clients better by analyzing data.
Oh, okay. So, okay, before we go dengan soalan yang seterusnya, mungkin kalau audience kita ada apa-apa soalan, mungkin audience boleh just like letak soalan di comment section below. And yeah, jangan malu-malu untuk tanya soalan sebab tiada salah pun untuk menanya soalan. Okay. So, macam saya rasa saya agak muskil juga sedikit pasal data science dengan data analytics. So is this two field different, or is data analysis ni adalah pecahan dari data science sendiri? Can you share with us your perspective for this two field?
Okay, that's a very good question sebenarnya, sebab we get this question a lot. Sebenarnya it's almost similar but not the same. Kenapa saya kata macam ni? Because data science is all about analyzing data and other part of it, and data analysis is more focused on analyze data. Untuk data analysis ni kebanyakannya kita guna Excel tool, macam tools yang selalu orang guna, yang very easy, yang you just have to drag and drop button, then you can straight away get your insights from it. And then selalunya data analyst ni they are dealing with a lot lesser data, macam data yang tak berapa besar sangat, and data yang very structured data, macam numbers ke. But for data science, big data we call it, we are dealing with a vast amount of data, macam can be terabyte, petabyte, memang big data lah. And then at the same time we also deal with unstructured data, macam contohnya all the images. We also do image analysis. From the image we analyze and we can predict what is this image shows, macam tu. So Sebab tu I kata it's almost similar in terms of you analyze data, but it's not the same in a way where data science usually use a lot more tools and you have to know to do a bit of programming and database. Tapi data analyst ni dia more to macam produce insight and doing presentation ke apa macam tu saja. Tapi for data science ni it's a full stack. You have to start with data processing whereby you have to use Python ke R ke a bit of scripting language, and then you have to master your database language juga so that you can extract your data, you can transform your data, and then you have to do a bit of modeling whereby you have to apply all the statistical rules and machine learning or AI semua tu, then you have to present your data. So basically data science is a full stack analyst lah, I would say. So you have to do from beginning until the end of it.
End of it. Okay. Okay, so kita ada like first question from our audience. So the question is from Chelston Petrus, and the question is, how hard is data mining, and what program or application do you use for data mining?
Okay. How hard it is. Actually, it depends on person. Because for those who have a very strong maths and stats punya skill, they found that data mining is very easy because they already know all the theory. You just have to apply the theory to your data. We also have a lot of packages outside, macam Python itself. We have a lot of maths packages whereby we can use and just apply our code to our data. So, but as long as you understand and know how to use it and what's the purpose of it, it's very easy, I would say. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, so
and in
Sarah,
terms of program or application, normally we would use R or Python. Why? Because R. At first we use R because in universities, most of the researchers they would develop their research using maths punya algorithm, and mostly it's available on R packages. But then this nowadays, Python are getting more popular because it's really easy to read and it's quite easy to use, easier than R. And then we also have a lot of packages juga to be applied to our data.
okay, so saya harap apa tu soal jawapan dari Cik Najwa dapat menjawab soalan Cik Chelston Petrus. So, okay, tadi Cik Najwa ada ceritakan pasal data science, and Cik Najwa ada cakap pasal analysis process. So, saya yakin juga itu adalah salah satu daripada apa orang cakap daripada stage-stage data science life cycle. So saya macam curious jugalah, data science ni dekat stage data what do you mean, dekat stage processing stage for data science life cycle, adakah machine learning or artificial intelligence ni sangat penting for that stage, for this process?
For processing, we don't really use processing, meaning that you have to clean up your data, you have to transform your data, right? Macam from JSON format to easier format like columnar punya format. So that one we don't really apply machine learning. Machine learning is more to when you have a clean set of data and you want to test. Let's say if based on current behavior, we can see we will get 100,000 revenue contohnya kan. But then if we test when we use our machine learning or AI, we want to test if let's say we change this certain variable, adakah kita akan dapat more revenue or do we get lesser revenue. So the AI and machine learning is more we apply when it comes to data modeling. We want to model our data and we want to predict what's going to happen if we change certain variables.
Okay, I'm really sorry because ada uh, something happened. Really sorry. And yeah, uh, seperti yang Cik Najwa cakap tadi pasal machine learning dengan AI kan, proses tu. And okay, so kita pergi ke soalan seterusnya. Kita ada satu soalan lagi dari audience juga from Azrin Zizan. So dia kata, hi Najwa, when you mention on the big data, bulk data, what platform is feasible for big data? Does Excel dah cukup ataupun another platform?
Okay, normally when we talk about big data, we of course we have platforms. We don't just use Excel because Excel can only gather around like 1 million rows. And for big data, normally we are dealing with like even in Malaysia Airlines itself, every 1 hour we receive 1 terabyte of data, which is of course Excel tak boleh tampung kan this huge amount of data. So what we would use is there are a lot of ready-made punya platform, but of course you have to pay. Because the one that we use big data punya platform. Yeah, we use big data platform. We process using Apache Spark and also Hadoop lah, Hadoop data frame system. Yeah.
Okay, so saya harap apa yang Cik Najwa jawab tu dapat membantu sedikit soalan pasal dengan Cik Azrin Zizan. And saya pun a bit curious about another application ataupun software seperti like Weka and Tableau. Adakah itu pun boleh digunakan untuk proses big data atau macam mana?
Okay, good question. Weka ni sebenarnya is a good ready-made tools when it comes to data modeling, because dalam Weka itself we have a lot of machine learning punya algorithm, right? But then Weka can only support a small amount of data. So if you have a small set of data, yes, you can use Weka. But if you have a very big data, no choice, you have to use R ke Python ke to do coding. And then for Tableau, yes, normally a lot of company use Tableau or Power BI lah to show visualizations for their data. But then even these kind of tools, you cannot just chunk in all your data inside. You have to do your data modeling dulu. You have to macam cut your data sikit, then baru you boleh guna Tableau. Faham ke? So Tableau can handle big data juga, tapi not that big. You still have to minimize
ada limitation lah untuk Tableau.
ada limitation juga. Tapi it's a very good tool when you want to show presentation or you want to show insight to your business user lah.
So it's good, kalau macam Tableau ni it's good for data visualization lah. Okay, so kita ada next question juga dari audience from Danny Genuel. So dia kata, I'm curious, and how can data science be applied to benefit small business?
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, yeah, but normally from my understanding, small business, the nature of this business, we don't really collect a lot of data juga. Data science normally we apply when it comes to a very large set of data, macam I cakap tadi, not a few gig, a few terabyte, but memang unit that you can't even imagine. It's a very big data. So which normally only big organization will produce that amount of data. So yeah, so if I were to be in small business, maybe I wouldn't really use data science. That's based on my personal opinion lah.
Okay lah. So let's switch to like data science in career. So for contoh lah macam saya, for those yang hello. Okay, so for macam contoh lah, misalnya saya for those yang saya still study ataupun fresh grad yang mahu menceburi bidang data science ni, adakah spesifik kriteria ataupun requirement yang mereka perlu tahu? Like mungkin Cik Najwa boleh share tips based on your experience in this field?
Okay, normally to be a very good data scientist, you must possess these four skills, which sebenarnya throughout my experience, I can only found one person which has these four skills. Selalunya tak semua orang lah tick this box. But then yeah, the main one would be you must have a bit of computer science punya skills. Kenapa? Sebab by using computer science, you have to do your data processing, data infra, database language. All this require you to know a bit of coding lah. Tahu pasal programming sikit. And then the second skill you must have is your knowledge in terms of statistic and math. Why? Because when you want to do your data modeling, you want to design your method, you want to choose what kind of algorithm is suitable for your data, because different algorithm will apply differently on different set of data. So this is where statistic and maths knowledge is important, so that you can fine tuning your model. And then you must have the third one is you must have a good presentation skills. Why? Because after you have done all the effort cleaning your data, do data modeling, come up with insight, it will be useless if you don't know how to present to your customer. No one will know what have you found unless you tell people, hey, based on my analysis, I found this and this and this. This is where presentation skills is important. And the last one, of course, is the domain business knowledge itself. Kenapa? Sebab in certain industries, certain data is only applicable for the industry, but then the same data will be interpreted differently in different industry. So that's why it's good if you have a domain knowledge, so that it's easier for you to explain on technical concept of your data. And then, yeah, to answer your question, if let's say you are a fresh grad, how can you embark on this journey, right? Normally, what I found that, hello?
Said before, dia punya 4 requirement yang penting adalah first, kita kena tahu programming about SQL, and kita kena tahu juga about statistic, and also about presentation skills, and you said that most important is the business domain. So mungkin boleh terangkan sedikit lagi pasal ya. Right. Hello, okay. So sorry sebab sekarang tengah hujan and connection really bad. And yeah, seperti yang Cik Najwa cakap tadi, 4 requirement penting adalah first, kita kena tahu programming, and second, kita kena tahu pasal statistik, and also kita kena tahu pasal presentation skills a bit, and most important adalah pasal business domain. Okay.
Yeah, betul. Yeah, betul. Yeah,
Okay,
maybe I
so
want to add some more. Quite Lukman. Yeah, because yeah, I saw some of the questions asking if let's say I were to be a fresh grad, how can I embark on this journey of data science? Yeah. Okay, so normally if I were to be a hiring manager lah, based on my experience interviewing people, if let's say you are a fresh grad, but then if you can support yourself by showing me all the projects that you have done in terms of data science, let's say. Sebab there are plenty of websites online where you can get data from. Even UK government, they release a website called data.gov.uk, whereby you can use their data to analyze and come up with some insight. So if let's say you come to during interview session, you come to me and you show me your projects, what you have done to be involved in data science punya area, that is already a small step towards in this industry. Because there is no specific course like bachelor degree in data science, there is no specific course for this one. You can only achieve by doing masters kan. By data science ni normally they offer during master punya level, not bachelor degree punya level. But then normally what I do is, if this person came to me and show me the project that they have done, and of course shows some result lah, and we are happy with it, normally we would hire this person. It's about your willingness. There is no specific course, but are you willing to go extra mile to learn more on this field?
Okay, so macam yang Cik Najwa cakap tadi, kalau macam memang betul lah, saya dekat sendiri adalah bekas graduate dari IT punya field. So yang saya belajar dekat degree ni tidak more specific to like orang kata data science. So tapi saya ada sentuh a bit about data mining. So kalau macam misalnya saya yang just fresh grad from degree, so ingin menceburi dalam bidang data science, adakah saya boleh like just showing my data mining project to the kepada orang yang buat, orang cakap
this
kepada
big thing lah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Normally for this is for my own experience in my own team lah. If let's say I want to hire a junior data science ke, I would accept those who has a degree and those who can show me all the projects that they have done which involve data mining, data processing and all this. Yeah. Of course I will be to accept. Because there is no ready-made candidate for this position. It's acquired through experience, right? But of course, to get experience, you must have the knowledge first.
Okay. Alright. So okay, let's jump to our next questions. We have a question also from the audience, also from Daniel Junior. So dia kata, I have read an article saying that data is now more valuable than oil itself. What is your opinion about this?
I kind of agree on this statement. Why? Because oil is more on it's fossil resources, whereby it's going to be depleted in years future, right? But then data will always be there as long as there is human and there is internet connection. Even nowadays, people spend on internet more than they spend time with their own friend or their own family member, right? So data can always be harvested. So that's why data will always stay as compared to oil, because oil satu hari akan tak ada lah kan.
Yeah, betul-betul. Okay, so let's jump to our next about topic data dengan Malaysian Airlines. So saya a bit curious lah about the customer data collection, and I bet Malaysian Airlines also do collect data from customer itself, right? So bolehkah Cik Najwa share with us what actually Malaysian Airlines do with the customer data other than tickets? Maybe you can share a little bit.
Okay, sebenarnya why do we have big data team in Malaysia Airlines is because we want to serve our customer better. Why we want to serve our customer better? So that we can buy their loyalty. Let's say if I were to be nice to you, of course you will come back to me. But kan betul tak? Macam juga kita guna app Shopee. If you're happy with the Shopee platform, you will always use it. You won't change to Lazada dah. So the same thing, the same concept with Malaysia Airlines. We want to make our customer happy. So how to make them happy? By knowing what is their need, what is their wants. So normally we use customer data so that we serve them better. Contohnya macam Lukman lah, I can give example kan. Lukman suka diving kan, suka pergi beach. You love beach destinations. You always go to Phuket and Bali every year to dive or to swim ke apa lah. But then maybe during the time that you go to, maybe you always go diving during August lah. You go to these destinations during August time. But then at certain point, when you're trying to search flight tickets for this August, flight tickets too mahal. Oh, it's not within your budget. As normally you can only spend like 1,000 ringgit for flight tickets to these destinations. But then we know dekat Malaysia Airlines ni, our flight sometimes can always be full, especially during
Yeah.
certain season. And then let's say for example during August our flight is full to those destinations. But then we can offer you, hey Lukman, instead of going to Bali or Denpasar, why don't you go to Tawau? You can go to Sipadan. Sipadan can also offer the same experience to you but with cheaper cost. Benda-benda macam tu lah. Kalau if let's say if you were to be this person kan Lukman, you happy tak kalau you macam aku nak pergi Bali tapi mahal sangat tiket tapi aku dapat macam almost similar experience but with lesser cost. Mesti you happy kan sebab budget you macam lagi rendah. Tu
Budget lagi rendah tiket and boleh pergi kat.
betul. Ni one of the example dah how do we harvest our data so that we can serve our customer better.
Okay, so on the next question, and mungkin selain daripada apa orang cakap tunjukkan tiket murah kepada certain customer, adakah and other benefits that we as a customer get when we share our information to the Malaysian Airlines?
Okay, macam contohnya lah, when you come to our website, sometimes because I use the same example as before, right? You always search ticket to Bali and Phuket, for example. When you come to our website, kadang-kadang you malas nak isi. You macam, I've come to Mas website for 1,000 times. How can they not know what I want? Right? Sometimes you rasa macam ni kan, betul tak? Kadang-kadang macam we as a customer, even I myself, if I always visit a certain website, I dah malas nak key in the same questions every time I visit that particular website. So how can we use our data better is because we know if Lukman comes to our website, Lukman will always search Bali destinations. Why not the next time Lukman arrives to Malaysia Airlines website, dah straight away dah kita populate your search, just show you the price. So in a way, it's going to reduce the steps that you have to take to do your research. Betul tak? It makes your life easier lah in a way.
Okay. So, and also we have another question from Charleston. Ini question saya terpas pandang tadi. So question dia ni kaitan dengan so question Charleston ni dia pasal starting a career as a data scientist. Are there any requirement or knowledge that one must have to be hired as a data scientist? And for fresh grad student, how can we get into this field? Najwa, mungkin kamu punya your mic
sorry.
mute.
Sorry. Yes. Okay. Okay, like I mentioned before, there is no specific degree course to be data scientist. But normally we would hire someone who has degree in computer science, in IT, in mathematics and statistics, basically Bachelor of Science. Normally we will hire person who has Bachelor of Science degree lah. And then for me, myself personally, if you can show me your projects that you did during your own free time, then let's say project to, if this is a data science project, of course I would consider your application too. So it's all about your willingness to learn. Sebab sekarang ni pun you can also learn through Coursera lah, Udemy lah. There are a lot of online platforms which offer you a course in data science, right? It's it doesn't mean that you complete the course then you straight away get the job. No, it doesn't work like that. If you complete the course and then you show effort, you can show what kind of projects that you did, what kind of insights that you can get, then of course you will be shining lah during your interview session. Sebab when you are in this field, you have to keep on learning. Why? Because there is always a new algorithm, there is always a new platform, there is always new methods to analyze your data. So that's why you have to keep on learning.
Okay, so saya harap apa yang Cik Najwa kongsikan ni sangat membantu untuk Encik Chelston Petrus ataupun ada fresh grad yang menonton kita pada hari ini. And seperti yang saya ada buat kajian a little bit about scope pasal data scientist and data analysis. Macam ni Cik Najwa cakap tadi, kalau data scientist ni memang perlu apa orang kata experience untuk masuk dekat data scientist ni. Tetapi bila saya buka dekat job street tengok pasal data scientist, semua dia punya requirement for that job semua perlukan 3 ataupun 5 experience dalam bidang tu. So macam mana dengan fresh grad? How fresh grad want to jump to that field? Kalau mungkin Malaysia Airlines ada buka career khas untuk like junior data science ke macam mana?
Okay, normally for fresh grad lah, I would accept those yang if you attend some courses ke, additional courses through edX, not just edX, just to name a few lah kan, online platform pun ada. So if you have attended certain courses on data science or you have done projects, contohnya you don't attend any course but you're interested in data science, so you learn on your own and you do projects on your own. Then you show me the result apa, then of course we can hire you lah, because I believe there is no ready-made data scientist. It's all the data scientist nowadays is the one that we have molded, the one that we have trained. If we don't train people, then how can we get data science in the future, right? So like I said before, if you are willing to learn, you show me that you're willing to learn, and of course you have a basic skills lah, like SQL ke, even basic ataupun you're starting to learn R or Python, of course we can consider to hire you.
Okay. So nampaknya kita sudah sampai ke penghujung rancangan. So kepada audience yang masih ada pertanyaan, mungkin kalian just boleh share the question kalian dekat comment section, and insyaAllah kami akan try untuk respon soalan anda nanti. So oleh itu saya ingin mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada tetamu kita, Cik Najwa, atas perkongsian yang penuh dengan ilmiah. Tidak lupa juga dengan semua kawan-kawan yang support dan terus menonton rancangan kami, dan saya juga ingin memohon maaf atas dasar sedikit masalah teknikal tadi. And seperti biasa, sebelum saya mengakhiri sembang santai kita hari ini, saya ingin menghibahkan sedikit info berkaitan dengan minggu hadapan. And for next week, sembang santai, topik kita akan berlangsung pada 2 Julai, sama seperti hari ini juga, hari Khamis. dan kita akan membincangkan berkaitan dengan UI UX design. It's a good topic juga, UI UX design, and the topic itu bertajuk Breaking into Tech, UI UX Designer Brings Web Application to Life. And also for those yang ingin tahu about what career yang kalian perlu, yang suitable untuk kalian, kalian boleh check our Rambutan blog, rambutan.blog, and situ ada satu quiz pasal career, and kalian boleh try lah. And yeah, again, thank you Cik Najwa, and thank you everyone. See you next time. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for having me. Bye.